And the thing that's always puzzled people is, how in the world, in the middle of the night, would you be able to get cannons up to the second floor of a building like that and point them out? And then the other thing is, I take groups up there, tour groups up there occasionally, and we sit there in that building, and you say, okay, imagine you're in here and a cannon is being fired out of that window. What would the sound be like in this room? It would have been crazy. And you have cannon firing from there. You've got men on the roof firing from prepared positions up there on top, sharpshooters, because the only Union land troops that are in the battle are over in that direction, over at Coons Wharf, which is at 18th Street. We're at 20th Street here, but the Coons Wharf was over there on 18th Street, and that's where the Union land troops were. So that column there is definitely damaged from the Battle of Galveston. And you can tell, I mean, nothing minor happened there. That is a serious piece of architecture that's been damaged. And one thing I like to do sometimes is I'll take kids on battlefield tours here in Galveston. And when we get to this position, we do a science experiment, and I'll have a tape measurer, and we'll actually kind of measure off, all right, if to hit that thing and knock that piece off there, where would something have to come from that did that? And we take our tape measure and we move it out in this direction and figure the angle, and then we have some pretty good maps of where all the Union ships were during the battle. And so the kids and I get out the maps and we look at our angles and we look at where this ship would have had to have been to fire the shot, or the piece of shell actually, that knocked that off the building. And when you measure all that out and figure it out, it turns out it was probably the USS Owasco, which was one of the ships that the Union had during the Battle of Galveston.